up against the Airs, visiting in town. And it will be an interesting game. Kaysen Buckman, Andrew Mulligan on hand for this one. Kaysen, the Airs, they really need to start winning and start winning quickly.
It's do or die at this point. Honestly, they're at the bottom of the ladder, and another loss will probably solidify their spot at the bottom. As you see here, they're 2-8. However, if they can get a win here, they'll be just 2 wins away from that 6th spot. So they have got to fight tooth and nail against this Sharks team, who's looking pretty good after a big win against the Nuggets on Monday.
If the Southland Sharks win by 8 or more, they'll go to 6-6, obviously, but they'll leapfrog the Saints into that 5th spot as well. For the Airs, like Kaysen said, they've got to get going, and they are going to have their troops back on the bench for them. And for more on that, we'll take a look at the games to come. The Hawks and the Bulls, Pettigrew Green Arena next. That'll be a big game for the Hawks. The Bulls getting a little bit of traction in that ladder as well. And then tomorrow, doubleheader, the Giants and the Rams, the Tuatara and the Bulls. So doubleheader for the Bulls within 24 hours. For the Airs and Trent Adam, coach, they know all about how they have to get these wins going. And it's great to see Kendrick Ray, Anthony Hilliard and Carlin Davison into the lineup, into the starting 5. Rosetto's back as well. Tobias Cameron, he's on that starting 5. Armand Fletcher is back on the bench as well. Quinn Bailey there, he's suited up and ready to go. Trent Adam knows that these troops have to start delivering though for him.
Well, Trent, welcome south. You just about got a full squad to pick from. That's a bit of a rarity for you this year.
Yeah, we've haven't, I suppose, had the most luck with sort of having a full team available, and we're getting close to that. And now it's important that, you know, we start picking up these wins. It's getting very much do or die. Now, I know the middle of the table is very congested, and we know that 2 or 3 good weeks can really sort of see you know, move up the table.
And you're up against a side that'll be, you know, full of confidence after their effort Monday night against the Nuggets, right? What have you thought about in terms of the Sharks this week?
Yeah, they're playing really well. Guys doing an outstanding job of sort of, you know, getting their playing style right. Number 1 in assists and number 1 in field goal percentage. There's no sort of coincidence there that if you move the ball really, really well, you end up getting great shots. You know, Kendall's doing an outstanding job of sort of organising that group and making the most of you know, the players around him. So, yeah, they're playing really, really confidently, and we've got to do a good job defensively tonight to come away with a win.
Wish you well, mate. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be a case of the Airs defence, which is ranked last in defensive rating, coming up against a Southland Sharks team that is first in offensive rating, and that is, of course, because of the likes of Jeremy Kendall operating up top. Grant Anticevic, that mid-range game. Braden Inga, he's come into form since coming back from injury. Burden and Josh Cunningham giving a little bit of steel in the middle, along with Alex Pledger off the bench. For Guy Malloy, it's capitalising on some great momentum, especially off the win over the Nuggets on Monday night.
Well, Guy, no doubt an outstanding performance on Monday night against the Nuggets. I guess focus has been trying to turn that into more than just a one-off.
Yeah, we really need to capitalise at home, so if we can get a roll, that would take some pressure off, because it's a very congested middle of the ladder.
Must have built some confidence, though, that effort against the Nuggets.
Yeah, no doubt. I think we've been practising very well, but to get a performance like that was a bit of a breakthrough in many respects, so hopefully we can continue it.
And the Airs as a challenge tonight, what are you looking for there?
Well, they've had a lot of injuries, but it seems like they're bringing back a full roster tonight, so full contingent of imports, adding Kendrick Ray to Hilliard and Fletcher, and then bringing back Anzac, so they're at full strength, which makes them a pretty dangerous team.
Wish you well, mate. Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
Yes, the head-to-head, Kaysen, and the battle between Kendrick Ray, the point guard, up against Jeremy Kendall, the point guard in this league at the moment.
Yeah.
He's right up there in MVP voting. He is a smooth operator, but it's also about scoring and shooting the ball.
Absolutely, and you can see the Sharks are doing a really good job of shooting the ball and getting points on the board. Obviously, they're ranked 3rd, but you see the Airs, they're not ranking very high on the stat sheet, but hey, maybe with the full contingency, they'll put up quite a fight tonight. Hopefully they can make it rain from the 3-point range, because at the moment, they are struggling.
Certainly are, just 27% from downtown for the Airs. That is last in the NBL, as you saw. For the Sharks, they are very good at holding teams to 34% from deep as well. So good perimeter defense, but as we've seen, as our referees get ready for this game, as we've seen in the Souths NBL, you add a couple of pieces or reintegrate a couple of pieces out of injury, and it can really change the complexion of a season. And it's just great to see across the league case and teams reloading for a real run into that top 6.
Absolutely, but you have to respect the teams that aren't reloading and they're sticking to what they have. And they've got such a solid unit, i.e. the Nuggets. I mean, they've been struggling as of late. However, they got a big win last night, and you know, they're sticking to their guns. They're keeping their players. I think they've got one important, can't think of his name at the moment. Who's the one that came in for the Nuggets?
For the Nuggets, it's Ty Webster's going to come in. He's going to come in with 5 games to go to make a playoff push.
Okay.
But without Ja'Cory McLaughlin, things have been a real difference maker on the offensive end for the Otago Nuggets, albeit had a great win last night.
Yeah, they had a great win. I mean, Michael Harris just went off. He couldn't miss. It was really fun to watch.
It is. He is a lot of fun to watch. Different fortune though, in the way that they played on Monday night. They were down by 46, the Nuggets, to the Sharks team. The game was 116-79. They had 7 scorers in double figures to the Sharks. For the Airs, it's going to be a case of getting going and getting going early. This team, they've got a pretty good run as well. Next 5 matches is crucial. They play the Sharks twice tonight, and then later on this month, they've got the Saints as well, the Jets. So they've got teams who are in that 5-6 spot and a little bit lower, so they can really claw some competition points over them. And then they've got the Tuatara near the end of the month as well, on the 29th of June, which is one of the big fish up top of the ladder.
Absolutely, and their team is absolutely stacked. I mean, I feel for the coach, he's got to pick. He's got to try to find the best combinations with such a heavily talented team. I'm very interested to see how this game goes tonight, because they are back at full strength. As you can see, Rosetto's back in the game, and Kendrick Ray, he had a huge game, big debut game. And Carlin Davison, he had a bit of a quiet game, but look for him to get going tonight.
Looking forward to the maturation of Carlin Davison's game as well. Such an athlete, can string some solid performances together. It will be the Airs ball in the black strip. And the last 5 games they've lost have the Airs. And Zach Rosetto up high, Cunningham on him. Carlin Davison, there it is, just a little sneaky little 2-hand dunk there for Carlin Davison. Nice look from Anzet Rosetto.
It was a beautiful pass from the top of the key for the big guy. Thread the needle through the defense. Well done.
Give Anzet Rosetto some love. This is a little bit Jokic like, I love it. Around that high post.
It was beautiful.
Looking for the baseline. Got a foul underneath.
I think Davison was surprised he was so open.
He was. It's Carlin Davison. He's trying to attract attention and maybe become an NBA player, declared for the draft. And a turnover for the Sharks. Anticevic lost it. Here comes the Airs. Anthony Hilliard misses that. And Hilliard's battling for it. Too high off the glass, unfortunately, on the offensive rebound. It will be Jeremy Kendall with the ball. Kendall, savvy. He got Richie Roger in the air.
I think that might have been Tobias.
Tobias Cameron, sorry. He's got Tobias Cameron up. You've got to stay on your feet. He's so crafty, Jeremy Kendall.
The last game, Tobias Cameron, he had such a great game. He stepped up massively for this Airs team, and he played most of the game with 2 early fouls in the first quarter. So, don't want to see that again tonight. Like to see him play more freely, but he did pretty well last time.
Tobias Cameron on the hip of Zoe Burden. Anger needs to shoot it, 2 to shoot. Turnover. There's Kendrick Ray out of the Bronx, New York. Played in some tough leagues around Europe, Turkey, Greece, France, to name a few. And here is the foul call on Kendrick Ray, making the drive there on Anger, and Josh Cunningham couldn't do much about that.
Coming from the Bronx, he is not going to back down from a battle. Playing in those leagues over in Europe, look for him. He's going to keep driving. He's going to be relentless in the paint.
Cameron. This is that. Colin Davison with the offensive board. Ray with the jumper. So a lot of changes for the Airs. Armand Fletcher's been out on the moon boot for several weeks. He's going to come back off the bench.
Oh, great hesitation.
With the left hand, Jeremy Kendall had them all sleeping with a little hezzy.
Love that. And you were talking about having Rossetto back in the game is so big for the Airs team because he provides that huge body underneath. And you saw it on the last play. He was there for that offensive tip and kept the ball alive for his teammate.
Anger with the defense. Kendall with the pull-up. Knocks it down.
Okay, 5 quick points there for Jeremy Kendall. He's come to play.
So it's going to be scoring Kendall, is it?
I love it.
Because he likes to set the table for his team. And then he can certainly fill it up. Kendrick Ray looks like he can fill it up. Did he give it the too small
He
there?
did a very, very tiny too small on that one.
Kendall again. Knocks it down, Jeremy Kendall.
He loves that matchup. Loves it. There's going to be a dogfight tonight.
Ray and Kendall going back and forth here. And hands from Burton. Tries to go up, and he does. Gave Hilliard a little bit of a fake to get him to go by. And Southland looking to push the pace. Here's Tobias Cameron. Carlin Davison for 3. Southland haven't missed. 7 shots already up for the Airs, but they're down 10-6, and Kendall.
And the hesitation again, the same play you did earlier. Hesitate to the left, finish on the right-hand side this time. Great job by Kendall.
Slicing up this Airs defense. Ray knocking down a 3. They got Kendall on the Rossetto screen. And Rossetto did a great job of clearing everybody out, and Ray got a clean look.
I know it's early days, but this is going to be one hell of a matchup between these 2 point guards.
Finally, a miss for Southland. Cameron on the baseline. Turnover. Burton finding Inga, running the floor, the big man. And the Airs defense is getting torn up at the moment. Worst defensive rating in the league. Giving up 118, over 118 per 100 possessions. And an offensive board for Rossetto, and he gets a bucket. They're only down 3, but at the moment, they just really can't stop Southland scoring.
It just seems like they don't have that chemistry quite yet on defense. They're not communicating as well as they probably should be, but again, that comes with fresh teammates, all trying to learn each other, learn where you're going to be on the defensive side of things. And then you've got Anthony Hilliard on offense, just pulling up without hesitation. I guess that kind of makes up for the bad defense.
It certainly does. Ray and Rossetto looking after Kendall, and Rossetto gets the ball off Davison, and it's unable to be finished. And we've got a jump ball position arrow. Which way does it go? It's going to be Sharks ball. Reinforcements, Telfer, Richie Roger, and Quinn Bailey into the game.
See, he had 4 options there, 3 options there, sorry. Just couldn't get the finish.
Pleasure into the game for Southland. The Sharks bringing the 7-footer off the bench and 5 for 5 against the Nuggets on Monday. Tisovic. Quinn Bailey with the rebound. Nice catch from Ray off the Hilliard pass. Misses that. This game is up and down, Casey Buckman.
Absolutely, I love the pace. I love the athleticism. It's going to be quite a show tonight. And you're going to see Ray shoot the ball nearly every time he touches it, I feel.
Pledger spun and put up a little floater. Here's Richie Roger. He puts up a floater, left it at the front of the rim. Ben Hall with the board.
Great drive in there, just couldn't get it to finish. You got to capitalize on those if you're this Airs team, especially if you're having trouble on offense with your efficiency.
Burton, he goes with the hezzy. Here's a biting on those hesitations from the perimeter players for the Sharks. Empty-handed though. Taranaki can tie it with a 3. Hilliard loves the 3 ball. And you can see why. Clean look. It goes down.
It was a clean look, like you said. It wasn't, I mean, if you're the Sharks team and you can see that on ball coming, especially if Anthony Hilliard has the ball in his hands, you've got to double that. You've got to jump hard and show hard so you can't get that easy of a look.
Nice look from Pledger. Burton misses the 3. Tisevich with the board. Excuse me, Ben Hall with the board. Apologies. Here's Kendall. Get a new look. 8 on the shot clock. Kendall. Oh, there's such nice separation on Ben Bailey, the bigger body. Just dragging his foot, getting the big man in the air and finishing off the glass.
We said it earlier, they're really using the hesitations well, and the Sharks are biting on it every single time. You just gotta stay down in your stance, keep centered, and don't fall for those silly little hezzies.
Ah, Kendrick Ray. He's got 9.
Like we talked about, every time he gets the ball inside, he's going to take it up. He's not looking to pass. He's driving in, he's going to shoot it.
Pledger misses that. Here comes Hilliard. Looking for the trailing Ray. No one inside for the Airs.
There he goes, and 1.
Count it. Jeremy Kendall called for the foul, disagrees with it. Just like that, the Airs have the lead. And the Kendrick Ray push into the key. This is the thing with the Airs though. They're not the biggest team. They've got Rosetto, they've got Quinn Bailey. But after that, Armon Fletcher, give them a bit of size off the bench. But they've got quick hands, good perimeter players, good guards, Roger and Ray.
They've got athletes.
They got guys who can go.
Absolutely, and they're going to look to push the pace, and that's going to be huge for them, especially against the Sharks team. If they can outrun them in transition, they're going to get a lot of easy baskets, and especially this guy that just came on the floor, Carlin Davison. He is such a freak athlete. He can jump out of the gym, so all you've got to do, give him a little lob pass, he's going to throw it down. Ben
Adamson in the game for the Sharks. There's Cowie, he's giving it to Helu. Bench mob on for Guy Malloy to take us to quarter time here. It's on 2 minutes to go. Taranaki on the made foul shot from the TAB have the 3-point lead and they have a turnover. And here is that athlete.
There he goes.
Carlin Davidson forcing it into the teeth of the Southland defense in transition. And he's rewarded with 2 foul shots.
I think he nearly hit his head on the glass.
I think he did.
Oh, it's just so impressive. And the short, I mean, I've only watched him play a game, but I watched him a little bit last year, and he can just jump out of the gym. He's really good on defense as well. Can't wait to see him, you know, get more comfortable in this league, take over a little bit. Craft his game, get a regular jump shot, and then the nuances. No, you don't need a jumper if you can drive in and dunk over everyone.
Well, what if I can't?
Oh, we were talking about you.
Yeah, no. There'll be players out there like me.
You better start getting some deep three ball ranges.
Yeah. There's the defense of Davison on Anticevic. He gives it up to a cutting Helo. Offensive foul. That's what Cameron does. He's such a little firecracker. I love it. His energy on defense. Like he got an early foul within the first minute of the game, but sacrificed his body, put it on the line, and drew the charge. I love it. Love that defense. Tobias Cameron, his brother Flynn Cameron, working out for the LA Clippers this week. Saw that on socials. Sons of Pedro Cameron. It's Kendrick Ray getting it back. Working with Rosetto. Good defense from Josh Cunningham to put the body on the drive. And it will be Sharks ball
It's a different looking Airs team now that Rosetto's back, because he does provide such a presence inside. And he has that ability to set those screens and really create a lot of opportunities for the guards on the wing.
Cunningham for three.
Oh,
Strokes that. Josh Cunningham, that's his first three as a Shark.
it's too open. This Airs team has got to get out on the three ball. But I mean, they're answering back with a three on offense.
I'm sorry, Kaysen, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if you can answer back, I guess. Put my foot in my mouth.
Cunningham feeling it. Stroking it now. Back-to-back threes for Josh Cunningham. Cuts the Airs lead to 2.
It must be his spot. He is hot. They need to get a hand in his face.
Ray to Rosetto. Looks like Rosetto not being able to quite finish just yet. Cowie commits the foul.
Like you said, he's not able to finish, but he is underneath there, just creating havoc on the offensive glass. He can't get that finish, but he just sticks with it. Jumps up, grabs the rebound, and caught a clip to the face. But like we talked about earlier, he is such a strong presence for this Airs team. And having him out has been a bit of a punishment for them in the last few games, but he's making his presence known tonight.
Certainly the is. Man, pretty tough up against the Wellington Saints, but they just couldn't stick with them in the fourth quarter. They went down 111-92 last round, blown out of the water by the Rams the round before that. In fact, it was a tough old stretch, losing 5 games. Pushed the Bulls close in a bit of a grind fest, 78-71, as Rosetto takes a seat. Quinn Bailey comes into the game. Johnny Helu. And Tisovic to Cowie. Helu with the handoff from Cunningham. Oof. And that's going to be off the hand of Carlin Davison. With 11 seconds on the shot clock, difference of around 4.9 as we head towards the end of the first quarter. Cowie taking the three. Southland Sharks are now 5 for 7 from downtown.
Seems the Airs did not read the scouting report. They can shoot the three ball.
Oh, there it is to close it out. It's raining triples at ILT Stadium. 4 threes for the Taranaki Airs, and 5 for the Southland Sharks, and that gives the Airs a 3-point lead, 30-27, a high-scoring one. We'll be back after the break. $30-27. Get your half cheese pizza with any large pizza free. Pick up only with the online code SPLASH, valid until Wednesday, the 14th of June. It was a 3-point shooting clinic from these two teams. Taranaki Airs 4 for 8. Southland Sharks 5 for 7. Kendrick Ray had 15 in the first quarter. Jeremy Kendall had 12. And Mason Buckman, these two teams shooting the lights out.
Absolutely. I mean, the Airs, it's good for the Airs. This is the kind of confidence they need because they've been struggling from the three-point line, averaging only 27% a game. So I'm loving it right now. This is a really good sign for the Airs team. But again, they've got to have an answer for it on the defensive end. Great drive by Kendrick Ray. He's just an absolute weapon in the paint. No hesitation, driving in. He's going to shoot it every single time he gets 2 feet in there. Burton falls short.
It was a pretty decent look for Burton, but nice defense from the Airs. Carlin Davidson managed just to close out enough.
Oh, good luck.
Oh, that's nice. From Carlin Davidson to Tobias Cameron.
It's a great cut by Cameron. He's so quick. He's like shifty quick. You don't realize it, and then he does a play like that.
Tisovic, just the size of the Australian on Carlin Davidson. Taranaki High School product is Carlin Davidson. And Tisovic just took him to school in the low post there. There's Ray hanging off the glass and in on Jeremy Kendall. Kendrick Ray is 17.
He is showing up tonight.
Make it 19 for him. Tisovic, Burton in the corner. Missed again. A little bit too strong. Anger on the offensive glass. Gets it from Kendall. Left it short. Hilliard looking up. Finds Ray. Anthony Hilliard. He's 5 and 4. Ray finally misses. And then it's Burton back. Pulling up from the TAB line. Back and forth affair. Tobias Cameron with the ball.
Sharks have fallen in a zone here. Trying to prevent the drive because Kendrick Ray is just absolutely eating them up inside. Smart play by the Sharks. Don't want him to get hot.
Davidson at the top. Josh Cunningham pulls that down. Jeremy Kendall. Good defense. Jeremy Kendall thought he got hit. Here's Ray looking up to Rossetto.
Bit of a circus finish there, but hey, he drew the foul.
Hands at Rossetto on the floor. And Braden Inger got him. 36-31. This is an Airs team that if they can't make a run into the 6, they are going to cause problems. But they are laser focused on those spots down the bottom there of the top 6. I reckon you might need 9 or 10 wins to get into the spot number 6, depending on what happens. And this Airs team only have 2. And they are a team that desperately needs to string these together. Wins, that is.
Yeah, I mean, they've only got 2 on the season so far out of 10, and that's a tough spot to be in, but I feel they finally found the team that they wanted from the beginning of the season. It's just hard to say if it's too late or not, but they're putting on quite a show tonight.
They'll have to win 7 of their next 8, their last 8. They've had 10 games. And the bottom of the ladder, not playing like it at the moment, the Southland Sharks. They have the 6th spot, but by no means is that sewn up. They've tied with Hawke's Bay Hawks, who host the Bulls next. Tied with 10 competition points. Two Jets. They're on 8 competition points. Giants made a change to their bigs. Callum McRae comes in, big 7-footer. And they'll make a run. Everybody's starting to retool and make a run for that top 6. Trust Stadium, July 20th to 23rd. Put the QR code up later. You can get your tickets. And you get an early discount as well. Ends at Rossetto from the line, hits the first. 6-point lead for the Airs.
You talked about it, making a run. I feel like this Airs team has a chance to win at least, you know, 7 out of 8, if not all 8 of their next games.
They host the Sharks later on. They've got the Jets next after this game, next weekend. It's a tough double-header, though, because they have the Saints as well, day after. And they've got the Tuatara.
Who has been in form recently.
Absolutely. Kendall kicks it out. Cunningham, good close out on him.
That was a much better defensive set from the Airs there. Stepping out on the three-point shooters, not letting them get hot, and they have struggled from the three so far. I know it's early days, but struggled in this second quarter. And a great finish by Quentin Bailey. Great cut, great find. And I love to see that from the Airs team, not just settling for the three ball, but driving in, penetrating against that zone. And the Sharks have an answer right back.
Josh Cunningham, former Shark, played 2 years ago for the Deep South team. And he's answered the call out of Chicago. Morgan Park High School, Josh Cunningham. Played 3 years at University of Dayton. Had a freshman year at Bradley University. And he's given them some scoring inside. There's Carlin Davison, the double clutch layup is good.
You see that explosiveness from the free throw line. All it took was one step, and he was right at the rim.
Davison is 6 now. Airs get another stop. They lead by 9. And a steal, Alonzo Burton. Quick hands. It's the second time he's done that. Alonzo Burton. He's got 6 now as well.
Yeah, his defense is really key for the Sharks team. He's creating turnovers. But on the last play, you saw Jeremy Kendall drive in, but there wasn't any Sharks around for the offensive rebound, and that's what they're going to need. Can't just be one and done. They've got to stick with it on the misses and not rely on the three ball so much. I'd like to see them drive in a little bit more. They have that capability. But they're just shooting quite a bit of threes in this second quarter instead of, apart from that last play, driving in. They're doing really well in the first quarter with those hesitations and driving to the hoop. And they just shot a lot of threes so far in this second quarter.
Scott Telfer knocking down that three. Another three for the Airs. That's their 5th. Southland have 5. The Sharks are 5 of 11. The Airs are 5 of 10. Kendall, long 2, off the heel of the iron.
There it is again, the one and done. It was a bit long, but and for the Airs as well, one and done. See if the Sharks can capitalize on this.
Cunningham on the drive. He goes down hard. A tough finish. Nice work from Josh Cunningham. Cuts this lead to 8. Kendrick Ray with the ball. Haven't seen Armon Fletcher yet. He's on the bench there. They haven't really needed to go to him at the moment. Scott Telfer. Carlin Davison. Oh, too easy.
He let him know too.
He certainly did. Timeout. Guy Malloy and the Sharks falling apart on the defensive glass there. And the Airs have a 47-37 lead. Put up 17 points in 4.5 minutes. 5.5 minutes rather.
I'd say that's a pretty impressive quarter so far.
They had 30 in the first quarter. There's your QR code to get your final 6 tickets. 20 to 23rd of July at Truss Arena in the west of Tamaki Makaurau. And 4 of those players won't be there. Well, David Azor might not be there because he's not playing for the Airs anymore. And it's going to be a really great final 6. It was a lot of fun last year. The Otago Nuggets went through everybody, it felt like. Came out of nowhere and did the job. A little bit of a hole at the moment are the Nuggets, but they might need the services of Ty Webster, I should say. Excuse me, Ty Webster. Looking forward to seeing him in this league and seeing what he can do. He is an absolute dynamo with the ball in hand.
this team is such a solid unit, but they're missing Ja'Cory McLaughlin at the moment. He was such a key player for them.
It'll be interesting to see how long Ja'Cory McLaughlin is out for the Otago Nuggets.
Was it his knee?
I believe so. A kneecap, perhaps. Is Josh Cunningham going to work on Scott Telfer?
That's good.
And that is too hard for Scott Telfer to try and stop Josh Cunningham. Bigger, wider body, gets the roll.
Exactly, that's exactly what they need to keep doing. Get that ball inside, use their size to their advantage against the smaller Ayers team.
Well, without Rossetto there, you're only big as Quinn Bailey. And good hand from the Sharks on that one, and it stays with the Ayers.
That was really good defense. Way to get a tip on that pass. I thought maybe it went off on Quentin Bailey, but my eyes could be deceiving me.
Hilliard pulling up, Cunningham with the closeout. He was right there.
He's got such a quick release, Anthony Hilliard. You've got to be on him at all times. And there he is on defense, using that length extremely well.
Speaking of dynamos, poked away by Jeremy Kendall. Stays with the Ayers.
That was great by Jeremy Kendall, because you know Ray, if he had that ball inside, he was going straight up. He was going to take it all the way. He's just got that scores mentality. When he has that ball in his hands and he's inside, he's taking it up. No hesitation.
47-39, 3:53 to go in this second quarter. Scott Telfer has a week, and the Ayers player caught nothing but air on that one, unfortunately for him.
He had too much time.
He certainly did. He couldn't believe how wide open he was, probably. Kendall, Pledger up high. You see Pledger in that high post, the 7-footer. Have to see him go to work on that low block. It's Kendall. Step back. Sticks it.
That was really great defense by Rossetto. You saw him shifting, switching, all that helping, and it just, Jeremy Kendall's too good. Shot right over the top of him. And that's a testament to the high capabilities of the point guard. It's unstoppable.
Kendrick Ray, he's pulling up from 15. There's a foul underneath. Is that going to be on Alex Pledger? Boxing out.
35.
That's big Pledge. Great to see him back in the NZNBL.
I mean, if you're a coach, you're probably telling him, just take it in. Don't settle for that jumper. Drive it in. You know you can finish. He's been finishing all night. Don't settle for the 15-footer. I know he was wide open, but he's such a great finisher.
Fortuitously falls to Kendrick Ray. And he's going to pull up from about 18.
I guess he can shoot the ball as well.
Gason.
I just need it. I'll just stop talking.
No.
Every time I say something, the
Kendall.
opposite happens.
The mid-range game. Analytics be damned. Tobias Cameron for 3.
I was a little bit rushed. I don't know if I'm a fan of that one, because the offense wasn't set. No one was down there for the rebound, but I guess the young guy wanted to pull it up.
Kendall to Pledger, broken up by the Ayers. Ray. Oh, in and out, but Rossetto's there and he's fouled. And it's going to be shots for Anzac Rossetto on the offensive glass. Southland have not shot free throws yet. These will be shots 7 and 8 from the TAB foul line for the Ayers. But Southland just not bending that Ayers defense, creating that contact. That is quite the development. Just 2 personal fouls called on the Ayers in this half. Guy Malloy's team maybe guilty of settling a little bit. You can understand from the 3 ball. They're 5 of 11, but their points in the paint, they've still got 26. So maybe they're just, the Ayers defense is just melting a little bit at times. A little bit overmatched.
Yeah. I mean, you saw them driving in the first quarter, and there was no real, what do you call it? There was no...
Weak side help?
No, not weak side help. Oh my gosh, no real, they were just letting them blow by them. They weren't...
A few hesitation moves.
Yeah, they weren't really tenacious on defense like they're doing better now. You can see the intensity picking up a bit, and I think they're starting to find their groove, find their chemistry, talk a little bit more. As you see Rossetto, he's always in help. He's doing such a great job rotating. It's creating problems for the Sharks, but like you said, they need to drive in.
Yeah, that was Carlin Davison's steal, but that was Anzac Rosetto's defense case, and you're absolutely right.
Such a nice presence to have for the Airs team.
Davison.
Oh,
Nice look, Carlin Davison to Rosetto. These two players combining at one end after playing great defense at the other, excuse me.
They are, honestly, having Rosetto back in the game has made this Airs team gel so much better. Balls moving around, they're getting a little bit of diving in, cutting through. Really great job setting that on-ball screen and creating a lot of opportunities for the guards. I mean, and Kendrick Ray driving in is drawing so much attention, and that's going to open up players on the wing and obviously Rosetto underneath.
Well, Anthony Hilliard's so hot, he's taken off his compression top. He's going with just the singlet. So ILT Stadium's air conditioning is working. It's probably a little crisp outside on a lovely early winter's evening.
They just didn't crack a window. They don't need an AC. It's way too cold in Invercargill.
So, I mean, more so the air, like the warmth. It's a nice 19 degrees inside. Just 3 turnovers for the Airs in this game. And shooting the ball pretty well. 48%. Southland Sharks 59%. But they are down 52-43 with a minute 37 to go.
I mean, if you look at the offensive rebound stat right now, the Airs, they've got 8 offensive boards to the Sharks 2. And we talked about it earlier. They're just not, they're doing the one and done. They're shooting it, and no one's really crashing the boards hard. It's making it easy for this Airs team. But on the opposite side of things, the Airs are doing a great job crashing the board, getting those second chance opportunities, and finding themselves at the TAB.
Cutting them. What a look to Kinga. Oh, Davison, hands in the passing lane. Cameron gives it back to him, and Davison. Ooh. Tough fall. And Carlin Davison making things happen. This guy has been working on his game. He was raw last season. You could see he's got the gift, and he's starting to put it together and showing out in this game. Again, just reading the play. Quick hands, quick feet. Carlin, I want you to go up and just finish that with absolute explosiveness, please.
Yeah, sure.
I know you've got it.
I need to see a windmill dunk. He's got the height.
He certainly can.
He's got the bounce.
He's got the pop, that is for sure.
He looks so much more comfortable this game than the last game I watched. He struggled to find his feet a bit, but also the presence of Anzac Rosetto has just, it's a completely different Airs team. He is the gel at the moment. He's doing a great job.
Absolutely. Carlin Davison, good to have him back in the league. He's got 10 in this half.
Look at the pressure.
Yeah, Sharks has been hounded. Richie Roger all over. Kendall finds Hello cutting him on the offensive glass. Hello does the business. And the Airs getting beaten on the glass by the Sharks.
There's the offensive rebounds we were talking about they needed to get. Great job sticking with that play.
Spice Cameron finds Richie Roger, fires it to Rosetto. 6 to shoot. Anzac Rosetto's hit on the arm, and again, the Airs will go to the line.
Beautiful job by Rosetto, using that body, getting big inside, and a massive save there. Was it Tobias Cameron on the sideline? Slung it back in.
Might have been Richie Roger.
Richie Roger, yeah, slung it back in, saved his team there, saved a turnover. And none other than Rosetto there, using his size, posting up, and again, finding himself at the TAB. Not shooting the best this season, shooting about 67% from the line, but looking to improve that tonight. As he does, first one goes down.
Anzac Rosetto off the bench already. He's 5 for 7 from the TAB tonight. A big man averaging 13 points, 7 rebounds, and an assist a game. Gets the roll on the second. Taranaki Airs putting 56 so far through one half of basketball. They've cooled off a little bit from deep, now 5 of 14. downtown, but we've got a Sky City player timeout. Sharks want to talk about it. Will they go for a 2-for-1 here? You can use that QR code to get yourself part of the 10,000 community group tickets available to you. Sky City player timeout. Thanks to Sky City. QR code hooking up high school teams, community groups around the country for a NZNBL game in your region. So what will the Southland Sharks here? Would you go for a 2-for-1, Case and Buckman?
Absolutely, you've got to go for the 2-for-1. There's plenty of time left on the clock. You don't want to burn that much off, because then, you want to try to make this lead a little bit smaller.
And plenty of fouls to give. Do the Airs. And was that a sarcastic round of applause from the Southland Sharks team? Because that is just the third foul called in this half on the Taranaki Airs.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're just playing really great defense or kind of lazy defense at times. It could be either one. But they're not fouling.
Still have a 2-for-1 opportunity. Kendall, probably a little bit too skinny. With the clock winding down, 8 to shoot. Richie Roger bodying up, and Kendall just turns. Ah, beautiful, Jeremy Kendall again.
Just textbook stuff from Jeremy Kendall, keeping that ball high and finishing it high off the glass. Beautiful drive in, using the hesitation, taking the contact.
Kendrick Ray, he's had quite the half. And he knocks down another shot. Kendrick Ray, he's got 23 in the half.
Unbelievable from Kendrick Ray.
10 of 16, and the Taranaki Airs have come into Southland's ILT Stadium and have an 11-point lead at halftime. We'll take a break and give you the stats.
From the International Musical Theatre Company, their 2023 production is Jersey Boys. It's the story of Frankie Billy, the frontman for the 4 seasons, one of the most successful and influential pop groups of the 60s and 70s. So we're in for a treat here, Sharks fans, to bring you tonight. So please, let's make them welcome and let Shark take a round of applause for Max Field, Trevor Sweet, Daniel Monteith, Drew MacArthur, and Ashley Reid from Jersey Boys.
Game 1 of 2 on your Saturday night. Andrew Mulligan, Kaysen Buckman on hand for this one. And Kaysen, the Airs, delivering in that first half.
Absolutely. This is a completely different Airs team that we've seen so far, and you can see Kendrick Ray had himself a half. He was just unbelievable inside and on the outside. Honestly, I spoke too soon. He knocked down some shots, but also look at Jeremy Kendall, Cunningham, Davison, Rossetto having himself a game as well, and having him back really helps this Airs squad.
Really nice half of basketball from Kendrick Ray, and also Carlin Davidson. There's going to be warning signs as well. Anthony Hilliard, 5 points for him, 6 rebounds. Carlin's got 4 rebounds and 2 assists to go with 3 steals in the half. Rebounds shared around by both teams. Anthony Hilliard doing the work on the glass at the top for the Airs, and then the ball being moved around for both teams as well. Jeremy Kendall has his fingerprints all over the Sharks' offense at all times. Of course, just the 8 assists in total for the Sharks, 10 for Taranaki Airs. Braden Engel with the block. These two teams are going to be fighting this out. It'll be interesting to see what Guy Malloy and the Sharks have up their sleeve coming out of the halftime break, because they've turned the ball over a fair bit. As you can see, the number of steals there. The Airs have been active in the passing lanes, making sure that they have caused them a few headaches for the Sharks on the offensive end. And we'll take a break. We'll come back with the third quarter. The Airs putting 58 on the Sharks through one half of basketball. Welcome back. 58-47, the Sharks in a little bit of a hole at home up against the Taranaki Airs, who've only won once on the road. I'm going to say that was the absolute thrilling buzzer beater by David Azor against the Hawke's Bay Hawks earlier on in the season. Southland Sharks at home, 3-3. And this crowd in early Saturday evening at ILT Stadium. Just looking at future Sharks players. It was only that easy. And what do the Southland Sharks need to do to get themselves back in the lead here, Kaysen?
Well, if you look at the stat sheet, the foul count is really lopsided. They've got 10 fouls against them versus the Airs only fouling 3 times that quarter, so not many free throws shot for the Sharks. They need to find their way inside, use their size to their advantage, and not settle for the 3-ball or the outside shots. Keep driving in, trying to create some contact, initiate the contact, just like the Airs are doing on the offensive end.
I just want to say we didn't organise that to cut to the referees as Kaysen talked about the foul count. But it's certainly not the referee's fault. You're right, it's just that the Airs haven't put themselves in defensive position in that first quarter. In the second quarter, they did find themselves with quicker feet, better communication, but faster hands, stealing the ball at a great rate of knots. They've got 8 steals. Carlin Davison has 3. They just look like they're going to outscore you in this game.
Absolutely. They're reading the passing lanes extremely well, and they're just finding their groove. They're finding their rhythm as a team that have played together for the first time, really, tonight. You know, and they're doing a really great job. And you see that guy there, Carlin Davison, he's been a difference maker in this game, having those 3 steals, and converting on those as well. I mean, he's such a talent in this Airs team. This Airs squad is absolutely stacked.
And Armand Fletcher there, he is suited up. He is on the score sheet if they needed him to play. They obviously don't, because Armand Fletcher, who's coming back from injury, has been wearing a moon boot the last few weeks, has not been required. So maybe he just either pulled up a little bit lame in pre-game warm-ups, even though he's out there at half-time. But Trent Adam hasn't had to use Armand Fletcher, and they haven't got into foul trouble, as Kaysen said. So what a luxury it is from rags to riches for the Taranaki Airs. They were out a number of bodies last couple of weeks, and now Trent Adam has the luxury of keeping one of his imports in cotton wool on the bench.
I've got a good feeling about the Airs. I've got a really good feeling that they're just going to continue to get better and better each game. I mean, watching them the past few games, they're just finding their rhythm, they're finding their groove, and having a full squad back, minus obviously Armand Fletcher. Having Brazetto back has been massive for this Airs team. He's got a really nice presence inside, and he's a pest underneath there. He's on the offensive glass, he's doing great on defense, communicating well, and this team looks like they're gelling the best they have all season.
10th on the ladder, just 2 wins to the Airs names. They were an absolute offensive juggernaut last season, but it just hasn't worked out for them this season. They brought Anthony Hilliard back. Javante Douglas, he's not back, but Kendrick Ray is in the squad. He was with the Rams, and they didn't require his services, so the Airs picked him up. Kendrick Ray has been sensational in this game, in this first half. Just gone 23 points, 10 of 16.
He's had an unbelievable half. Let's see if he can carry that on in the second half. See what the Sharks have as an answer. Oh, and there's Carlin Davison again, reading the passing lane so well.
4th steal of the game for Carlin Davison. And that 3 is good. Kendrick Ray filling it up. That's his 3rd 3. He's got 26.
How do you shut him down? He's lethal from anywhere. He can shoot from deep, he can drive it in, he can finish underneath.
Cheeky bump there from Anzac Rosetto on Josh Cunningham. A rare foul against the Airs names on that one.
Curious to see what the Sharks have as an answer on offense. Are they going to drive it in, create some contact, and try to get to the foul line?
Tisovich trying to create off the bounce.
That's exactly what they need. They need to get inside, get those finishes, and crash the boards. Because they were kind of struggling getting those offensive rebounds in the first half.
Ray. A little bit stagnant by the ears, so Hilliard trying to create. Thought about the pass, put it up, misses. Sharks get a stop, down 12.
Yeah, just a little bit awkward there on offense. The Sharks were sitting in a zone and no one was really moving on the air squad, so Hilliard just had to make something happen. Oh, and another quick foul on Rossetto. Is that 2 for him?
Yeah, bang bang play there. Anzac Rossetto called for a cheeky one a couple of possessions ago, and then gets the body of Josh Cunningham after a clean block up high. Just look at the creation of the attempt there. Anzac Rossetto is called for it. Cunningham at the line. Rare foul shot. Maybe the first of the game. I believe it is the first foul shot of the game for the Southland Sharks. Comes with a minute 12 gone in the third quarter.
That's what they need. They need this on offense. They need to get to the TAB. They need to keep driving and crash the boards. And just play tough. They need to play tougher. I'm going to say it now. They've got to pick it up.
61-50. Hilliard gets it back. 5 to shoot. Somebody has it. It's Tobias Cameron, not Carlin Davison.
That was just too easy. Where was the Sharks defense on that one? But that's the kind of the gel and the chemistry that they're all trying to figure out on this Airs team. First time playing together. Oh, great drive by Jeremy Kendall.
Jeremy Kendall creating for himself on that one. And Kendall will go to the line for the N1 opportunity. He's got 20 now.
That's exactly what they need to do. I will keep repeating it. Keep driving, keep putting the pressure on the Airs team. They're still trying to find their feet on defense, trying to find their chemistry. And as a Shark squad, you can take advantage of that. Keep taking it in.
Kendall makes it count. We've been talking about the scoring of Kendrick Ray, but Jeremy Kendall, he's 21 now. Kendrick Ray, not a lot of offense on that position there for the Airs. But a steal again, another for the Airs. Kendrick Ray dropping it off. Bailey gives it to Davison, who gets the dunk.
Bailey kind of fumbled that pass and just managed to fingertip it back to Davison. Well done. Great transition offense.
He's got 12 as Davison.
Sharks again looking stagnant as well on offense. Not much movement.
Burton. Bailey on him. Oh, Alonzo Burton went of south and went well around Quinn Bailey. He did pretty well defensively on the smaller guard. Looking for the handoff is Hilliard. Into Cunningham. Off the glass and in Anthony Hilliard. It's the last thing the Sharks need, is Anthony Hilliard creating shots for himself. He can fill it up from deep. He's got 7 in the game.
He's incredibly talented when he's completely off balance. He has the ability to finish some shots in some tricky situations.
Inga tried to save it. Quinn Bailey. Carlin Davison caught under the backboard. Hilliard for 3. Quinn Bailey with the rebound. He's fouled and Quinn Bailey will go to the line to shoot 2.
Where was the box out there for the Sharks team? They're all talking about it now. Shouldn't have had that rebound, but he didn't even have a body on him. You see here, great kick out there. Anthony Hilliard fell short. And again, they're just lazy defense, no boxing out, and settled for a foul. Sent them straight to the TAB.
Well, Quinn Bailey left that one short. Quinn Bailey with some good energy off the bench. Makes the second from the TAB foul line. Airs with a 12-point lead still. Ray and Kendall. And we've got a clock issue. I think it's the shot clock. Hadn't been reset, and it's going to get wound down to 20. They've been at 14 on that foul call, but obviously shots from the TAB line. So Southland ball should be 20, not 24, so it was on 20. And we'll just wind it down to 20 cases. We got there again.
And we're back. I'm liking this pressure by the Airs at the moment. If you're the Sharks team, you're gonna embrace this pressure and try to drive it in. Use it, but look at this, Ray on Kendall. He is relentless.
Kendall going himself. Jeremy Kendall in his bag. Wowee. Jeremy Kendall is 23.
He makes it look so easy.
Unreal. He's so fun to watch. Davison, I tell you what, judicious pass from Carlin Davison as Bailey gets another offensive rebound. Last year, Carlin Davison would have shot that, and his percentage would have suggested he might not have made it, even though he was wide open. That is him learning the game. He gets the rebound at the other end. Burton with the assignment on Ray. Tisevich pops out. Davison, Helliard gets it back. Davison stepping through, finds Quinn Bailey. Nice look. Good defense from Josh Cunningham. And that Sharks ball.
Carlin Davison playing some really unselfish ball. If I had his athleticism, I would look to drive in and dunk it over the top of everybody, but he's doing a great job trying to get his teammates involved, getting inside and finding the cutters underneath. Doing a really good job distributing it and reading the passing lanes, this Airs team, as Hilliard takes it all the way and fouled by Anticevich. Again, the Sharks need to take care of the ball. They're turning the ball over way too much.
They certainly are, Kaysen. It's 12 turnovers now. And it's just an easy one to pick off. Jeremy Kendall, uncharacteristically sloppy. Just passed it before he looked.
I think it was meant to be a no-look pass, but yeah, the defense was just standing right there. Wasn't on. I don't think Anticevich was expecting it.
Hilliard back at the line. And he makes the second. Some substitutions coming into the game for the Airs.
If you're the Sharks, you need to have an answer this round. You need to make something happen on this trip. You see and then a turnover, and that's not what you want to happen.
Carlin Davison missed the dunk. Oh, his fifth steal gives it back to Quinn Bailey. Can't get the roll on that one.
Carlin Davison has got some soft hands. Catching the ball one hand and then flicking it right back into the paint. And that is a much needed three for the Southland Sharks.
Ben Hall knocking it down, lead is 10.
There's gonna look to try to get some ball movement. And
Carlin Davison, smooth on the finger roll.
And that's what he needs to do every single time. He has that ability, he has that athleticism.
Well, there's no one else. And another steal. Davison in the open floor. And another dunk for Carlin Davison. 14 for him now. There's no one in his level up there around the rim for him. And the Sharks need to talk about how they are just being sloppy with the ball. Another steal for the Airs. They have 13 steals in this game.
They just don't look as cohesive of a unit as they normally are. They're just out of sync, out of rhythm, and just really struggling on offense, not moving a lot, pretty stagnant. Just need to get some better ball movement, get it inside, use your size, use your bigs, especially against this shorter squad when they don't have Rosetto on the floor. You've got to get it inside, take advantage of those mismatches. As you can see here, the final 6, the tickets are on sale now. You can get them on sale real cheap. What is it, like 20% off?
15K, so just pump the brakes on the discount, all right?
Trying to give out some free tickets.
Last thing I saw, it could be, you might have got the email more than I did.
Yeah.
I reckon I heard 15.
Oh, wow.
Don't let people, but Kaysen said 20.
I think I got a special discount.
Use the QR code, find out what that discount is. You should get 20% off. Yeah, you should.
I should.
You should. It's a great time across 4 nights at Truss Arena. Carlin Davison, 5 steals, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 0 turnovers. He is 6 for 9 from the floor. He's 4 for 4 from the line, plus minus of 14. Richie Rogers, shout out to him, he's got 3 steals as well.
And Carlin Davison, he's having a completely night and day difference between the first game he played last week and tonight's game. He looks way more comfortable, having himself a time.
Kendall with the switch, it's Bailey on him. Oh, put him in a blender.
As textbooks, it looks so easy, but that, I can assure you, is not that easy. The reverse pivot and then to pivot back around and nail that jumper with defense on you. Jeremy Kendall just putting on a clinic. He needs some help from his teammates, though.
Here's Ray. This Ayers lead is 14. Excuse me, it's 12. Ray misses the 3. Southland get a stop. 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Kendall felt the bump. He'll go to the TAB line to shoot 2.
I feel like that's Kendall's bread and butter right there. That going to the left, a little bit of a hesitation at the TAB, get the defense up and drive in, get that finish. Finds himself at the TAB. It's a very simple move, but a very effective move at the same time.
Foul shots. They're 2 of 3 from the line tonight. Jeremy Kendall has already had an and 1. That's the first of 2 here.
I want to see some full court pressure from the Sharks here if he makes the shot. Just kind of pester the Ayers. Don't make it so easy for them to get down the floor. Don't sit in that zone all night. And here we go. Here's that full court pressure we like to see. And try to get in the passing lanes, create some turnovers for yourselves. They're turning the ball over so much on the offensive end.
Tobias Cameron.
Oof.
Just caught in between Talfa and Bailey. Talfa probably needed to be in the corner there.
Bit of a hesitation from him at the top. He was going to go there, and then he stopped, pumped the brakes. It's too late.
Just the Ayers' 4th turnover case in this game.
They're taking care of the ball really well.
Average over 13 across the season. Roger playing really good defense on Kendall. Cunningham with the screen. Oh, great look. Josh Cunningham, great finish.
Beautiful. Great look by Kendall there. Great setup. Beautiful cut by Cunningham. That's what they need to do. Keep putting the pressure on the Ayers defense. Don't make it easy. Take care of the ball. Get it moving. Do better on defense because they are struggling at the moment.
Tobias Cameron from downtown. That's his first 3 of the night. He's got 7 points. Lead back to double digits. It's 11 for the Ayers, the visitors. Cunningham, 18-footer, misses it in front of the rim. Kendall has it back. Kendall too strong.
Great rebound by Bailey. Look for the Ayers to push the ball a bit here. Kendrick Ray's got it in his hands. Turns the ball over. Great defense from the Sharks.
What can Kendall and the Sharks create?
There's that little hesitation going to the left.
Tobias Cameron gave him the hip check with the arms up.
You see a bit of fatigue there, Jeremy Kendall. Has he played every minute of this game so far? I believe so. You see it there, that going to the left, he does that little hesitation, gets the defense up, and it's just enough to draw the foul.
I think he's played all but 2 minutes for Jeremy Kendall. Back at the line as Kendall hasn't missed. He's 3 for 3.
Overall, he's shooting pretty well, 75% from the 2-point range, 50% from 3, and 100% from the free throw line. So he's doing pretty well. The stat sheet.
Yep, he's plus minus and -5, so he misses the foul shot there. Jimmy Kendall doing all he can. There's Carlin Davison, a little bit too strong on that finger roll. Kendall, Cunningham for 3. Oh, it was almost down, and then Anticevic, I believe.
Was it on Helu? I think it might have been Anticevic.
I think it was Anticevic on that offensive rebound.
A little shove in the back, but I like the energy, I like the presence underneath. Just can't be so cheeky with the push in the back.
Haley and Cunningham battling in the paint. Roger. Tarlin Davison gives it to Cameron. He shoots the 3. Sharks have the ball. Minute 15 to go. Down 10 in the 3rd quarter. Kendall operating with Cunningham. Ben Hall. Foul. Hold on. Tobias Cameron.
Quite a few more fouls called this quarter than in the last half.
Bodying up more Adair and the Southland Sharks. Been a bit more aggressive. That is his 3rd foul to Tobias Cameron. Just the 9th foul in the game called on the Airs.
I like Tobias's energy on defense. Yeah, he fouls, but he's playing really aggressively and putting some pressure on the Sharks team. Love his energy. And he has that ability on the offense to knock down the 3 when it matters most. He's a good little player.
He is managing to hold this lead with Kendrick Ray on the bench. I believe we have a clock issue on the make. So Kendrick Ray back in the game for Trent Adam. Here's Roger. Hilliard. And an offensive foul. And that has been a point of emphasis this season.
Absolutely. I think he spun out of it a little too early. You've got to set and let the defense go past you before you make a move. Any sort of movement, they're going to be calling it. And they are calling a lot of those this season. I've seen quite a few, but rightfully so. You can't be cheeky on the offensive, on the on-ball screen.
Oh, it has cleaned up that high on-ball, or any on-ball for that matter, nicely. Jeremy Kendall in his bag trying to find Cunningham.
That would have been nasty.
With the behind-the-back pass that will stay with the Southland Sharks. The Airs once again get a deflection. 6 steals for Carlin Davison. They've just redone that. They did have 3 on Roger. He's now got 2, and they've given it to Carlin Davison, but it's a 3 ball there. And this lead is now 8. Dangerous time here for the Airs. Need to get a bucket. It's Kendrick Ray. Gives it to Hilliard. He drives. Roger in the corner. Kendall wants the offensive foul. And that is a big momentum shift. In one possession for the Airs and the Sharks. Kendall felt like he got fouled.
He might have been on the charge circle. I'm not sure, but he definitely was in position. I guess he's explaining it to him here, but I definitely think he was set. You saw him fly across the floor. Not necessarily a flop, but great position by Kendall, and way to knock down the 3 on that play to extend the lead back to 9.
Kendall pull up. That's good. That'll do us for 1 quarter left in this game. The fourth quarter is around the corner. The Taranaki is, they're up 7. The Southland Sharks pulling a little bit closer. But ILT Stadium will take a break and have the last quarter for you.
Let's get us some play out here, folks, because the Sharks have got to take the seal of votes. So we can move down in this fourth quarter. We're on to use that ball. We're looking for Sharks on the road next weekend to Auckland to have this nice 3-game home stretch. It's a double header in Auckland next weekend. Saturday night, I think it's Auckland to Taranaki, and then Sunday evening up against the Basquetbol. So when we're on the road, of course, you can watch us live on the big screen in the air.
Welcome back to ILT Stadium. Get a free half cheese pizza with any large pizza. Pick up only with the online code SPLASH. And Southland Sharks shooting at a high percentage, 60%, 30 of 50. But the Airs have just had 12 more shot attempts than the Sharks, because the Sharks have just been turning the ball over. This Airs team have 13 steals, 6 to Carlin Davison. But it's a 7-point lead. They've been edging closer and closer, have the Sharks. Jeremy Kendall's got 30 through 3 quarters of basketball.
I mean, single-handedly keeping the Sharks team in the game. And Tisovic has been a little bit quiet, not taking care of the ball as well.
5 points, 5 turnovers for Grant Tisovic.
Hey, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Certainly.
Still a lot of basketball left to be played.
Here he is in the corner. No one in the key anywhere near it for the Sharks. Kendall gets Davison to bite on the up fake. Jeremy Kendall is 32.
He does the little things so well. Those little skills that you work on, basic fundamentals, a pump fake, easy pump fake, got Carlin Davison up in the air. And when he gets up in the air, he's up there for a long time. So he had plenty of time to set and get that shot off. Using those hesitations and ball fakes so well. Great job by Tobias Cameron.
Lost the handle, gets it back. Lead back to 7. Get it slapped away. Pull up from Kendall. Oh, Jeremy Kendall knocking it down. Jeremy Kendall. He has now got 35. He is 14 of 19 from the floor.
And he's almost more lethal in the fourth quarter than he is in the entirety of the whole game. So if you're the Airs, you better shut it down early if you don't want him to go off in this fourth quarter.
Well, we've seen him have a 25-point fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was such a fun game to watch.
Quite the comeback. Now the lead is 4 for the Airs.
Airs are going to start feeling the pressure a little bit here. Super important. They get a good shot, strong possession, try to push this lead out a little bit more, because it's do or die time for them. They have to win this game if they want to stay in the race.
Kendrick Ray puts it up and down. Kendrick Ray.
Talk about a great use of the skills. That little hesitation, quick dribble, use the head fake, and there he goes again.
Kendall trading buckets with Ray. Kendall's got 38 and Kendrick Ray is 28.
The do not want that man to get going.
Rosetto. One time was a charm, second was an offensive foul.
Yeah, definitely. You saw the arm extend there. Great read there by Cunningham. Way to take that hit, fall to the ground. Obvious offensive foul. And the lead is down to 3.
Big momentum shift on that offensive foul for the Sharks. Jeremy Kendall putting on a vintage scoring performance, and he can go off in this league anytime he chooses to, but he sets it up for his teammates so well. That's why he's in the mix for the NZNBL MVP award at the end of the season. 38 for him. Kendrick Ray, quiet third quarter. He's come out, had a shot, he's got 28. Carlin Davison is 16. Anzac Rosetto has 10. 9 for Anthony Hilliard. So who will be the one that steps up to accompany Ray and Kendall? 84-81. Will it be the Airs defense? Carlin Davison, the spearhead on the perimeter. 6 steals already in this game. Will be the on ball of Josh Cunningham operating with Kendall up high.
Yeah, if you look at the points on the Southland Sharks team, you've got Kendall with 38, Cunningham with 15, and the next person is Alonzo Burden with 8. So Kendall just absolutely carrying his team at the moment. Need Anticevich to step up now or never. I mean, there's still a lot of time left.
It's been small ball, no Alex Pledger since the first half. So his team possess a great amount of height. Rosetto and Bailey. And there's another steal, 7 for Davison in the open floor, and the two-hand rim rocker.
And then there's just another careless turnover there by the Sharks. That pass, it was too flat. And Anticevich was in line with the defense.
He broke the internet. 7 steals for Davison, and as Jeremy Kendall took one on the nose, Kendrick Ray's like, I'm sorry, man. Maybe on the mouth for Jeremy Kendall.
It's been a great battle between those two.
It's been fun. It really has. Good sportsmanship there from Ray. No malice, of course. Those two guys have put on a real matchup. Kendrick Ray's lost. Finn Bailey switched. Now Kendrick Ray's picked up Burton. And it's Tobias Cameron looking at the defense on Kendall.
Oh,
and nails another one. He's got 41. His 5th 3 in the game.
Oh, he even had a hand in his face, and he still blapped it right in front of him.
Burton with the turnovers. He gets the steal. He's too deep. He can't get it to go down. Alonzo Burton, prime opportunity. He has survived that one with a 2-point lead. Burton could have tied it up. Still plenty of time. Bailey up high. Carlin got a hand to it. Davison sees a seam. Kicks it out. Hilliard gives it back to Bailey. High off the top of the backboard. Davison is there. Didn't touch the shot clock, so it was still live. And the Southland Sharks get a stop. A Kendall 3 will give them a lead. Cunningham goes down low. And we got a foul on Anthony Hilliard.
What a turn of events for this Sharks team. I mean, it's been ugly, but they have stuck around. You see here, Jeremy Kendall driving in, passing in, sorry. And then great job by Cunningham using his body and drawing that foul.
That's a look we haven't seen in a while. Usually it's been Kendall and Cunningham with the on ball up high, but Cunningham, posting up, cut the seal down low, and that's just an easy one-handed bounce pass. As Tobias Cameron gets in way of the dab there, or the dab rather. Love to see a little bit of gamesmanship. Cunningham back at the line. Ties it up from the TAB foul shot. 86 all. Biggest lead was 14 for the Airs. They've led for most of the game since the midway point of the first quarter. Kendrick Ray.
You hear the crowd getting into it now. A little bit of a pep in this step up for the Sharks. As Ray leaves it short. You don't want that man to go off. He is feeling it. Nowhere to go, though.
Cameron doing a great job defensively. Jeremy Kendall has it back. 8 to shoot, plenty of time for Kendall. What's he going to do? Pull up for 3, why not? Rebound by Hilliard.
Is that his first miss this quarter?
Might well be. There's 8 rebounds for Hilliard. Davison has 7 rebounds. Cameron in rhythm. Way too strong. Angus saves it. Oh, Quinn Bailey, look at the hustle. Hilliard dropping it off. Tobias Cameron on the reverse. No, he gets the steal. Inga has it. Jeremy Kendall, calm it down for the sake of my voice.
Bodies are hitting the floor everywhere. Love the hustle by the Airs. They just couldn't get the ball to fall. It all started with Quentin Bailey getting that first offensive rebound. And Tisevich looking to come alive here. Unfortunately not.
Hilliard with another board. That's 9 for him. He isn't scoring the ball particularly well, but he's certainly doing work on the glass. Kendrick Ray gives it to him. Still tied up at 86. Cameron tried to find Bailey and it will stay with the Naki. Here's ball 6 on the shot clock.
Great hands by Tisevich there. That would have been a dagger if he would have got that one past, but you see the Sharks, they're really stepping it up on defense, making it hard for the Airs to get any clean looks. You're this Air squad, you've got to come together now, just like the Sharks are doing here. You've got to get together, talk about what you're going to do on offense, and try to get something going. Get the ball into Ray's hand, as he's had the hot hand this whole game.
Talfa, 3 to shoot. Bailey.
Oh, beautiful finish.
Great looks from the bench unit of Talfa and Bailey for the Airs. They take the lead back. Here's Kendall up high. Ray all over him. Kendall on the drive. Finds Anticevich. Cunningham on the low block. Bailey on his back. Faces up. 6 to shoot. Puts it up. Who wants it? Kendrick Ray has it.
So big time box outs underneath there by Telfer. He held Anticevich off the glass. So they're able to get that rebound. Every possession counts now. Here's Blue, a big lead.
Roger for 3.
Jeremy Kendall here looking to make something happen. Great pressure by Ray.
Anticevich. Hilu drops it off. Scott Talfa got all of Josh Cunningham. Good stop from Talfa. Hard foul on the Shark big man.
Yeah, if you're going to foul at this stage in the game, you've got to foul hard and make sure he doesn't get that and one. You see here, great ball movement by the Sharks. Something that they haven't been doing very well this game. And they're doing it when it counts the most. Cunningham still trying to recover from that hit. Big free throws coming up. Can tie the game again with 3.5 minutes to go. Not sure what they're discussing now.
So Cunningham at the line. He's 3 for 4 from the TAB tonight. 17 points, 8 rebounds. A block and a steal. A turnover as well. 41 for Jeremy Kendall. 16 of 22.
He's been unbelievable the entire game. Working his tail off on defense, and on the offensive end, he's just putting on a show.
Oh, in and out for Cunningham. There's Kendrick Ray with the ball. Hilo on him, tough assignment for Johnny Hilo, but he's up to it at the moment. Oh, great look. Brazzetto back in the game and underneath. Puts it down. 90-87, timeout Southland. The Sharks need it.
All eyes were on Ray on that play. They know what he's like when he gets inside the paint. He's gonna take it up 9 times, probably 9.5 times out of 10. But Rossetto was wide open on the cut underneath. It comes back in the game and finishes with the reversal.
TAB, the official stats partner of the Sal's NBL. Jeremy Kendall with a new season high for the league, 41 points. 16 of 22. That ties Ty Wynyard's 16 made field goals against the Jets. And he had 35 in April. Five threes for Kendall. Guy Malloy and the Southland Sharks. We're talking about Jeremy Kendall's performance on Hoop Heads on Wednesday nights. South Justin Nelson, Casey Frank with some mild opinions and tepid takes. 87 points for the Southland Sharks. Kason Buckman. What does Guy Malloy have up his sleeve here for his team?
Well, you know whose hands it's going to get into. Jeremy Kendall, whether he's the one that takes a shot or he creates it for somebody else. But if I'm Guy Malloy, I want him taking 99% of the shots at this stage. He has got the hot hand, and he can create not only for himself but for his teammates. Interesting to see. He's going to have all eyes on him on the defensive end. Will that open up an opportunity for somebody else? As we'll see here, Anticevic gets the ball back.
Hasn't been Grant Anticevic's night shooting the ball. I feel like Grant Anticevic might have a say here. He's in the corner. It's Kendall and Cunningham. They're all over Kendall, as they would be. He still put 41 on them. Rogers all over him, and he's called for the foul.
He fell for that hesitation again. Kendall using it extremely well.
So patient, so savvy with the ball. No matter what position he's in, no matter what defense he's facing, no matter where he is on the floor, Jeremy Kendall is in full control.
He's poised at all times. He's had a few turnovers this game, but you don't really care about that if you're the coach at this stage.
Such high usage for Jeremy Kendall. He is a maestro, an architect of this comeback by the Southland Sharks. Draws it to within one. 90-89, 2:46 to go for the Airs. They need to execute now. Telford gives it to Hilliard, who gives it back to Ray. Here's Kendrick Ray. Did some damage in the first half and goes to the rack in the second.
He's got that capability. He is going to take it up strong. He's going to finish. I don't think I've seen him miss a single drive to the basket tonight.
Too easy. Jeremy Kendall splits the Airs defense and left Rossetto on an island.
It's definitely not the defense you want at this stage in the game. You've got to lift each other up. You've got to talk. You've got to make sure those easy baskets don't happen. Especially with a guy like Jeremy Kendall when he's got the ball in his hand.
Oh, Rossetto fouled on the offensive glass. Kendrick Ray goes down. Josh Cunningham trips over him and he goes down.
Potty's flying everywhere.
Anzac Rossetto will go to the line to shoot two. 92-91. Rossetto at the line. Tonight he's 6 of 8. 12 points for him for the big man. 6 rebounds, 3 on the offensive glass. Make it 4. 2 assists. Oh, back of the iron. Anzac Rossetto. These are needed free throws from the TAB line for the Taranaki Airs. Gets the roll. Here's lead as 2, led by as much as 14. Kendall, deep three. In and out, who wants it? It's Hilliard and Davison.
I thought that was in. I really thought that was in. It was a great shot, great use of the on-ball screens. Just couldn't get it to fall. Now the Airs with a super important possession right now.
Hilliard for three. Anthony Hilliard hasn't scored the ball in an age, it felt like. He knocks down the three. He has 12 and a dagger. 96-91. It's just his second three of the game.
And with the quickest release I've ever seen. I didn't even see how much time was left on the shot clock, but it seemed like there was no time with the speed in which he shot that three-pointer. Stepping up when his team needs it most, the veteran. Such a beautiful shot.
We talk about the poise of Jeremy Kendall. Excellent poise from the Airs here. They haven't panicked. Big three from Anthony Hilliard, though. Not a lot doing on that offensive possession, Case and Buckman.
No.
But Anthony Hilliard, the veteran.
Might as well.
37, yeah, 37 years of age. He's knocked down those threes over the course of his career. He was doing it last season for the Airs. With a league topping team for a large part of it. So, minute 24 to go. It'll be Sharks ball, down 5. Jeremy Kendall is 45. He's got almost half of the Sharks' points. Next best is cutting in with 18. The next high scorer is Alonzo Burton with 8, as we pointed out earlier. Kendrick Ray has 13. 13 of 24.
Just a casual 30 and 45 points. No big deal.
It's been a great battle. It's been Jeremy Kendall's in the second half. He gets free. It'll be Ray who picks him up. Kendall. Anticevic. One more pass to Hello for 3. Good look for Hello and the Sharks. He survived. 67 seconds to go.
I love that defense by the Airs. They doubled Kendall hard, so he had no choice but to pass it, in a great drive by Ray to extend the lead by 7.
Here's Kendall. Anticevic. Pull up. Nice, Grant Anticevic. Draws it back to 5. Sharks need to force the Airs into a hurried shot. We'll get a turnover here. Kendrick Ray holds it up. Happy to burn some clock here. Hello forcing Davison. Hilliard, 7 to shoot.
Oh my God!
Anthony Hilliard!
Are you kidding?
Calls game!
Are you kidding?
A nail in the coffin! A dagger thrown from deep, 101-93.
He was on his heels. Oh my God.
Huge clutch shots down the stretch.
He was nearly laying down. He was falling so far back.
Sky City player timeout. Jeremy Kendall and the Sharks want to talk about it. They'll advance the ball with 28.6 to go. Down 8.
I mean, they've done a great job to claw their way back into this game and keep it so close, but oh my God, that shot by Anthony Hilliard. I do not know how he does it.
15 points for him. It's that quick release. 3 of 7 from deep. 10 rebounds as well. Ben Hall will get us underway. And the Southland Sharks got here. Kendall, quick shot. Burden for 3. Good defense on Kendall. And that'll be it as Kendrick Ray has the ball. They go upstairs to Carlin Davison. Against the roll. These two teams will play again. So you never know what's going to happen down the stretch. You've got to get the points up in the Sal's NBL. Oh, great hands. Another steal. That has been an example of the evening that has gone on. And 103.93, what a performance from the Airs. They've gone on the road and got their third win of the season. And they are a dangerous, dangerous team when they're fit and healthy. They've got the balance right, and they didn't even need to use Armand Fletcher. Tough loss for the Southland Sharks. And look at that game from Jeremy Kendall, 45 in vain, 32 from Kendrick Ray. Wonderful game from Carlin Davison, 20 points, 8 of 12 shooting, 7 steals, 7 rebounds and 4 assists, 0 turnovers for Davison as well. Anthony Hilliard came on late, 15 for him in the game. He had 10 rebounds. Cunningham had 8 for the Southland Sharks. And 7 assists for Kendall, 5 for Kendrick Ray.
What an unbelievable game. High scoring for a couple of them. Not too many blocks in the game, but wow, what a finish. Unbelievable job by the Airs. You see the steals there, 7, 3, 2, 2, 1. Just reading those passing lanes extremely well and capitalizing on it in the offensive end.
Big one coming up next. Someone's O has to go. The Franklin Bulls are 4-0 on the road. And the Hawke's Bay Hawks are 0-4 at home. And then tomorrow night, the Giants and the Rams from the Trafalgar Centre. Colin McRae, the big man, suiting up for the Giants. And the Tuatara and the Bulls. Over the Bulls having the tank for the Dinosaurs at Event Finder Stadium on Sunday night. On behalf of Kason Buckman and our Sky Sport crew, thank you so much for watching. An offensive output from Jeremy Kendall and the Southland Sharks. All in vain, they go down to the Taranaki Airs. 103.93. Stay with us. The Bulls and the Hawks are next.